Loki had different characters.
Dude, they can rewrite stuff. So I don't know where you're going. They can say he shapeshifted to Idris.
Yeah, but as I was talking, I realized because Loki is very important, but
Yeah, but
in
they
the
rewrite.
Loki series, they had different versions already.
Yeah, so they can shapeshift him
So they can
into.
just use another, they can use the alligator Loki to.
Well, it's cheaper. It's cheaper. You don't have to pay an alligator any dollars. But Johnny Depp was basically dropped off man. Johnny Depp was also dropped back then, but that's where I want to transition to. He played for Disney because Marvel is below Disney. He played Kang. His biggest role is Kang.
Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror. Guys, Kang is it's a fun character because he is very witty and he plays the role so good in Loki and also the other appearances he's had so far. It's a very fun character to look at and also very charismatic. And they have big plans for Kang. Basically, the next part into the Marvel universe will be a Kang dynasty. He will be the one who should be leading.
Yeah, he's the main villain. So in the first three, what do they call it? Not chapters, phases, I think. The first three phases, it was Thanos that was the major villain. And in these phases, the fourth, fifth, and sixth phases, Khan is basically the main villain, and the whole MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is central is
Centered around?
centered around Khan the Conqueror. And they've been building his character, Jonathan Majors' character, the Khan character, in all the series and movies, gradually more and more, giving him more roles, giving him more depth, giving him more importance in the movie. So it's a very big role for him. I think it's the biggest role he has. And he still has it, I believe, right, KR?
Yes, because nothing has been revealed yet about this their their decision. According to Fandom Wire, nothing has been proved about this dude. Jonathan Majors Kang Return gets refreshing update thanks to this Marvel star. So they haven't dropped him yet. They are waiting. The question is, that's why I said Johnny Depp earlier. Did Disney learn his lesson from the Johnny Depp case, where they dropped him immediately after he was accused of doing horrible things
Yeah.
to another star?
That's the first question. The second question is whether Jonathan Majors, or at least whether the ex of Jonathan Majors, who is accusing him, like Amber Heard, will accuse Jonathan Majors of throwing her over the table. Something that is physically impossible. I guess we'll find out.
Or was Jonathan Majors the one who got thrown over the table by a domestic violence chica? More will be told about this story. So maybe Disney has learned from their mistake.
So I
They
think
didn't drop him right away. So they're waiting to see what happens because it seems like this might be a bogus story after all.
But I think another thing plays a role, KR, why they didn't do it. It might be because they learned a lesson, but I think there's another reason, and that is uh, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp's character, Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean, is a character that is a recurring character, right? Right?
Well, he was Pirates of the Caribbean, but continue.
Yeah, yeah. But what I wanted to say was that each movie was a standalone movie.
Mhm.
So although he was all movies, it's just like MI6, what's it called, Mission Impossible, or James Bond. Although it's the same people, respectively, the same
Character.
characters,
Yeah.
that the series is surrounded, that the series is about. Each movie is a movie on itself. Whereas in the case of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, the whole series, the whole phase, at least the phases 4 through 6, are one. So all the small parts, all the small the movies and the series and the short films and all these things are telling basically one big story, one epic story. And if you take out, I will even say this, KR. If you take out, let's say the guy who plays Ant-Man did it, Paul Rudd, I believe his name is, or someone that plays one superhero did it, whatever. That I would go as far as to say that those people have less of a big role than Majors does, because Jonathan Majors, his character at least, connects all the universes with one another. The only other character that might come close to him, who might be as important as him, or perhaps more important, is, I believe, Loki. Because he is the one that, well, even Loki had different characters.
Dude, they can rewrite stuff, so I don't know where you're going. They can say he shapeshifted to Idris. You know
And
Idris, right?
and that's what, yeah, but that's what as I was talking, I realized, because Loki is important. No, Loki is very important,
Yeah,
but
but
in
they
the
rewrite.
Loki series, they had different versions already.
Yeah, so they can shapeshift him
So they can
into.
just use they can use the alligator Loki to
Well, it's cheaper. It's cheaper. You don't have to pay an alligator any dollars.
so yeah, I think he's the most important one.
It's important, but I do think that, in my honest opinion, I think they definitely learned from that situation of Johnny Depp because Johnny is now refusing to go back. So it's really deleted.
Yeah.
Cannot use the word. It deleted the franchise because I think they tried it without him and it wasn't as successful as before. So right now that franchise is done.
Done.
A bunch of money lost. I mean, well, a lot of times what you see these days is that these movies are making a lot of money as well, since they decided to go different route. Um, we have a show about that, by the way, guys. I think right. About let's call it wokeism.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Woke.
that's the thing. That's the thing right now. That's the thing. With Jonathan Majors. And you also have other people who are linked to the MCU who are saying right now that I mean there is no evidence, um, and he shouldn't be arrested. There's nothing proven, Anthony Mackie says. So why are people acting this way? There is nothing proven. He's still in a lawsuit. It's still a case.
Yeah.
So how are people trying to crucify him while there's nothing proven? And at the end of the day, if it is revealed, which everything is pointing that way, we don't know yet, but if it will point out that the NYD did something foul and basically was coaching the girlfriend, can we call? I don't know how much money Jonathan Majors made so far, but could Jonathan be the next nine-figure actor without even having to play a role as he sues New York State for trumping up a case that could hurt his image? Guys, let us know in the comments. RJ, what do you think about that?
As long as it doesn't sell for $1, like the the guys in the Starbucks case did, the one that we discussed last week, then I think they're good, man. I think it's good. Um, yeah, it's just I don't think that's the way to go. I think money is one thing, but you work hard for a career. You work hard to, you have a dream and you want to be able to reach your dreams, accomplish your dreams and reach your goals. And I don't think it's all about the money. I mean, the money is important, but he was Khan, man. He was Khan the Conqueror. I mean, it's very difficult to get that role, a role so important. So not specifically that role, but just a role that important, and he got it. And to lose it all. I mean, and if he's guilty, KR, he's guilty. And if he's guilty, then he should suffer the consequences. But if he isn't, I mean, it does goes to show you how someone who is close to you, might think is your ally, can jeopardize you willingly or unwillingly.